What's going on, Milli Roaders? If this is not your first time here, welcome back. If this is your first time, welcome to the channel. Today I bring to you a very special review, and it's none other than the 2020 Macan S. Check this thing out. Alright guys, so I want to start off from the rear of the car because I think it's the one that has the most updates. And again, the 2019 and the 2020 don't really have that many updates, so it kind of looks similar. The only thing that 2020 came out with is the fact that they brought back the turbo. But today I'm going to be reviewing the Macan S, which is also turbocharged, but it's not twin turbocharged like the turbo.
What?
I don't know if that makes sense. There's a lot of turbos in one sentence, but you get the drift. Anyways, I really wanted to come in to the back of the car and point out the rear tail light. I don't know if you guys saw in my last review that I did, it was a 2020 992 Carrera S, and it kind of has a similar tail light, and I absolutely love this tail light. Like whatever Porsche is doing and whoever was the mastermind behind this, I absolutely love it. I love how it has the red accent in the center and the rest of the tail light is black. All the Macans actually come with the same tail light. You could also get it clear so that way it matches more with the car. Like for example, this car is a nice touch because you know you have little red accents here and there. But if it would have been, for example, a black car, maybe you would have wanted to maybe have a white strip instead of red, and that would look very nice. So of course, Porsche being how they are, that you could absolutely customize the cars to the extreme, allow you to do that for these cars. So since I'm in the back of this car, I also want to point out that the exhaust is also, they also have the black tips on this one. You can get them chrome if you want, but I think the black is a really nice touch. Actually, I like it more in the chrome because it doesn't stick out as much. All right, so now that I flipped the car around, I want you guys to look at the front of the car. And again, there's not that much difference between the 2019 model and the 2020. Not much has changed on the outside except that there is the Macan Turbo. And the difference between the Macan Turbo and this one in the exterior is that it's a very tiny feature, but I did notice it, and that is that fog lights for this is the Macan S, so the fog lights are there. For the Macan Turbo, they're up here. So I mean, I don't think it changed anything, but I mean, that was a little feature that I did. They decided to put up the fog light, I guess. But I think the front of this car looks very nice. It's obviously very Porsche, and you could obviously tell by the kind of roundish headlights that all Porsche has. Alright guys, so now that I'm in the inside of the Macan S, I wanted to go over the few little things that you notice right away when you get inside this car. And what I noticed right away was the seats. These seats are beautiful. The red is very, very nice. They're also ventilated seats, so you know, of course, as me being in Miami and it's really hot outside, I mean, there's only like one season here all year round and it's hot. So it's a very nice feature. You could turn it on right here, just in the center console there. You could turn on, and you could also put heat if you want, if it's in the winter where you're from, whatever. I think it's very nice. Their seats are very comfortable, and I think there's plenty of space in the back, which I'm gonna get to right now. If this is where I'm sitting, this is my seating position right here for this car. If I would go into the rear seat right behind me, I think there'll be plenty of leg space, and I'll show you guys that right now. All right guys, so I'm in the rear of the car, and you can see that's a beautiful view toward the front. The big screen right there, which is 10.9 inches, and I'll get to that right now. But I'm back here because I wanted to show you how much leg space I have in the rear, and it's actually very comfortable back here as well. I didn't think it was going to be so comfortable, but it is. And I mean, there's plenty of storage space everywhere. There's cup holders here in the center. You can put this down so you can reach into the back. There's cup holders here on the side of the doors and on both sides in the rear. And of course, there's cup holders in the front as well. And in the center console, right behind the center console, there's another 2 cup holders. But back here is very nice, and I'm very comfortable. For such a small looking car, I think this car has a lot of space, and I didn't think that it had as much space as it actually does, but I'm very comfortable in here, and I'm actually quite surprised. So Porsche, that's great. And of course, back here you'll also have the temperature, so you could raise or lower the temperature so you could cool off, and it also has ventilated seats back here. Alright guys, so now that I'm in the front of the car, I wanted to show you guys the infotainment system, which is right here. I find it very fast, and of course I wanted to point out this screen, which is a 10.9-inch screen. It's actually freaking huge. I mean, just compared to my hands, I mean, you can see how big it really is, and it's very responsive, so I like that. There's also in the interior the 14 speaker Boss system, which is it sounds very great. I'm not gonna put it here obviously because then you won't be able to hear me, but it does sound very nice, and the notches feel great. It's, they don't feel plasticky. These feel like regular notches, not a big deal. Oops, I did not mean to do that. But anyways, so these buttons feel nice. Moving on to here, one thing I don't like that they didn't do is that the 2020 Macan S still has this big shifter. So I honestly like the 2020 992 shifter. You can see that in my previous video, shameless plug, but you can see that in my previous review. The 2020 992 has a smaller shifter, and it looks a lot nicer than this. And like how I mentioned before, this shifter kind of gets in your way to these buttons here. I know this is supposed to be like maybe for the passenger, like these buttons that are here, they're supposed to be for the passenger, but I mean, I feel like if you're the driver and you're by yourself, you should be able to reach all these buttons without having anything getting in your way. So this definitely gets in the way, excuse that, but this definitely gets in the way of these buttons. So yeah, anyways, I'm ranting. I wish I had the smaller one. Porsche, please do it for 2021 at least. Anyways, dual climate control, of course. More buttons on the right hand side, but that's for the passenger. And something I do want to get to, and I'll put an exhaust clip after this video, is that with the sport button, the exhaust actually has valves as well, and it does open the valves and it makes the exhaust sound a little bit louder. So I love valved exhaust, so that's thumbs up for me. There's also wireless charging, so you could charge your phone in there and all that good stuff. So I wanted to move to where the steering wheel is, and there's only one screen, and that's on the right hand side of the tack, and there it shows you like your regular options or whatever. I do like that it has navigation there, so that way you don't have to take your eyes off the road and look over here, but you're able to see, kind of like keep it in the driver's perspective and just look straight and see the navigation there. And the steering wheel, it feels great. It's a small steering wheel, so it makes it feel like it's a race car type of steering wheel. It's very small and it just feels great on the hands. Alright guys, so I think I covered everything about this car. The only thing I didn't mention, which I'll mention real quick, is the cubic feet for the rear, or the luggage space. So you put down the rear seats and you're actually gonna have 59.2 cubic feet of storage space, which is big. Again, this car does not look that big, but it's actually pretty spacious. I mean, this is the first time I'm in this car and the first time driving it, so I'm giving you a first time review, right? I'm gonna be really honest. So It's actually pretty huge, and it took me by surprise. All right, guys, so first of all, I want to apologize for the wind noise. Outside is very windy. If it's not raining in Miami, it's always windy. So there's that. I think the rain is going to catch up to me now, but I like to do this in my videos, and that is testing out if golf bags could actually fit in the back of this car, and that's what I'm going to do for you guys here. So I want to pop the trunk or the rear of this car, and what I do is that I go on the key and I double press the trunk, and I'll lift up the trunk, obviously. So I have my golf bags here, and I'm gonna try to fit in the rear to see if I have to put the seats down or if I don't. Let's check it out. I think it's gonna fit. Bam. So apart from the car looking small, it actually has a lot of storage space. I was able to fit my bag in there very nicely. I'm gonna pop it again so you guys can see how much extra space there is. But if it wouldn't have fit, I would just put down the rear seats, and I would have been able to store my bag anyway. So let's check this out. So as you can tell, there's plenty of space in there. I could have fit, God knows how, I mean, maybe 2 bags in there. But this is what I was able to fit. I know my bag is not the biggest bag of all, but it's, I would say, standard size, and it fits very nicely. But again, if it wouldn't have fit, I would have just put down those seats, and that's about it. So that's a lot of storage space. The other thing that I want to talk about, which is like the very hot topic this year, is a 2020 Macan Turbo, and everybody's going crazy for it, and I'm honestly not. And the reason I'm not going crazy for it is because the Macan Turbo, it starts at like $84,000, which is way up there, and you pretty much get the same thing that you have from this car, which is a Macan S. You have all the same features, but the difference is that this car, the Macan S, starts at $59,400. So with this car, you actually get 348 horsepower and 354 pound-feet of torque. When you do the math, it doesn't really add up just for like around 80 horsepower. That's my personal opinion. I don't think, you know, almost $30,000 for 80 horsepower is worth it. I think you could literally get the Macan S, take it to a shop, tune it, and maybe spend like less than $5,000 on it. You probably have more horsepower than the Macan Turbo, and it probably sounds a lot nicer than the Macan Turbo. But that's my opinion. If you guys, you know, think that I'm wrong, or you know, if I missed something, that there's a key feature on the Macan Turbo that I'm missing that I haven't, you know, I honestly didn't see, let me know. Comment down in the comments below and let me know. We'll have a discussion about it, and then, you know, I'll swallow my words. But that's my personal opinion. All in all, I think this car is great, and if you were to, you know, if I had the money to buy this car as a daily driver, I would definitely buy it, because it has enough space for whatever you need. Like literally, and it's very comfortable. It's a very comfortable car to drive around in. But yeah, I think this is a great car. $59,400, and you can fully customize it. And of course, the price is gonna go up, but you can fully customize this car because of Porsche. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know what you guys think about the 2020 Macan S. If you like this video and you want to share with your friends, please give me a thumbs up. It helps. It does help. Now I see YouTubers saying, hey, give me a thumbs up. It actually does help. So give me a thumbs up, subscribe, so that way I can, you know, you guys could keep up with all of my shenanigans, or, you know, my vlog life, and, you know, other reviews that I do, of course. So that's the most important part, other reviews. So give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment down below everything. I'm gonna put more information that I missed probably on the description below, and also check out my website where I'm gonna have more pictures, like HD pictures, so you guys could actually check out the car, and, like, you know, if you want to save the picture, save it and send it to your friends. So yeah, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Before I go, I do want to give a huge shout out to the collection for letting me review this car. Santiago and Jose, great guys. They're actually the managers for Porsche, so Porsche sales. If you guys need anything from them, like any Porsche, it doesn't have to be just a Macan, any Porsche, contact them. Their information is gonna be in the description below. They're great guys. They're gonna treat you like family, like they treated me for like family for years. So contact them and tell them that I sent you, and that will help me out as well. Anyways, I think that's enough rambling about the 2020 Macan S. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.